Hello, welcome to Music Scene Investigation, everybody. Glad you're here with us today. It is Father's Day, so a very happy Father's Day to everybody out there. If you're a dad, even if you're not a dad, you know, we wish you happy Father's Day as well. Of course, I want to wish the guys on the panel happy Father's Day, too. I know that at least have one dad out there, maybe a couple. I'm not really sure, so... there you go.
Neither's Nick.
Happy Father's Day.
Nick's not sure if he's a dad or not either, so...
there you go.
As far as I know.
That makes at least two of us that aren't sure yet. So that's okay, though. That's all right. Nobody's judging anybody, you know.
In all fairness, once the court settlement's done, you'll know.
If you see a little wee midget running about with a funny accent and a dodgy guitar.
Or if you're invited to one of those talk shows like Jerry Springer here in the U.S., then you know.
DNA. DNA.
Exactly. It happens that way. By the way, Ian Husband's Nick Andrew over in London proper. Hey, guys, how you doing? It's good to see you and good to have you back on the show again, Nick.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon.
After morning. I don't know where that comes from. It's got to be something from a book someplace, as far as I can tell.
Depends on what part of the world you're in as well.
Yeah, well, I don't really do mornings, so everything's after morning. I don't get up in the morning. I don't believe in mornings. That's for going to bed.
There you go. That's probably why you don't remember if you have any kids. I'm just saying. So, and we got James Anderson down in the English Riviera, as always, from a undisclosed yacht port, I think. James.
Secret hideout.
Hello. Hey.
Hello.
How are you?
And good evening, good afternoon, good morning, or whatever time it is in your particular country.
And if we're like, you know, people on the International Space Station can get us too, so, you know, what would it be for them?
That's a good
question. It'd be fine for them as long as they don't press that button.
Well, technically, they're time traveling. Technically,
that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going a little bit faster.
Yeah, is this too much of a technical question since I've just had my pre-show tantric meditation and I'm still readjusting to the light?
Was that the transcendent light or the physical light?
Physical.
Okay, sorry. Because obviously, if you're having trouble adjusting to the transcendent light, you're not meditating correctly.
I don't know. I lose control of this show straight off the top. You know it's going to be a good one, and that's all I can say about it right now. Now, Nick Andrew, Ian Husband over in London, I know they got a lot to talk about. I'm going to throw it over to Ian, let him talk to Nick, so Nick can fill us in on what's been going on with him since we had him on the show last. So I'm going to toss it to you, Ian.
Ooh, I like being tossed.
Yeah.
You're a little bit too tall for the conventional tossing we celebrate here in the States, though.
Is that another euphemism we don't understand over on this side of the pond?
Yeah, we've been having this conversation.
They have ritual midget tossing over there, I hear.
Yes, we do.
We're back to the midgets again.
Yeah.
They seem to have been a theme of the night.
We only toss cabers.
Oh, you toss cabers in Scotland, yeah.
Well, that's what I like to call it.
We just toss our liberties away. So, Nick, what's going on? I haven't actually seen you in a while.
I know. I do apologise for that. I've been incredibly busy.
You've not been appearing at Jam Nights.
No.
You've not been appearing on MSI.
No.
And you've not been appearing in your usual web
TV
episodes on nickandrewxxx.com.
No, but I have done some new videos.
Have you?
I have, yes.
On your video channel or on YouTube?
On my, YouTube. That's what it's called, yeah. I've done one for the Fishman Triple Play, Guitar Synth Lovers. And I've also done one on the Sonus Wahoo pedal.
Sonus Wahoo?
Sonus Wahoo pedal.
Is it called a Wahoo pedal because when you press it you go, wahoo?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice.
And it makes you do that kind of face as well.
Do you get the pipe to go in your mouth with it?
Like, no. No drugs, no.
Okay, right, sorry.
No kind of no.
Just asking, you know.
You do get a wee blue pill with it, but that's for after.
Right.
Anyway, it's a filter pedal that it's like a wah-wah, but you can temper it to be any wah-wah, Vox wah-wah, Morley, Crybaby,
So it's a
Bad Horse
emulation.
Yeah, it's like an analog wah, but with a digital brain.
Okay.
But it's also got loads of other filter things. You can watch the video. I could bore you with my thoughts on the Sonos Wahoo, but Scottish company as well.
Okay, of course. So
yeah.
you obviously endorsed.
They're a Scottish company that live in England.
Like a lot of you do these
Because
days,
the
really.
Scots are slowly taking over England.
Yeah, even though you want your independence from us.
Aye.
Yeah.
What better
5 years
way to
now.
get it,
But-
though?
Well, we've got our independence now because we own half a parliament.
You do, yes.
So
Kind
rather
of
than
didn't it, for you
well,
guys?
rather than
voting?
being like just Scotland independent, we want to make an independent Britain, and we can change the SNP to the BNP, and everybody will be happy.
Everyone?
Well, most people.
As long as they're white and British.
No, you don't get that in Scotland. You can either hold your drink or you can't. It doesn't matter what colour you are. We don't care what colour, what race, what nationality, as long as you can drink, and as long as you buy the rounds.
Oh, well, that's
Aye.
a typically Scottish trait, let's face it. So, sort of living in England, you are living in England.
Aye.
In many places. For those that don't know, Nick lives in his car.
Aye.
And you've got a lot of questions about this over the years.
Aye.
You were telling us how to cook a pizza in the car earlier, weren't you?
I was, yes.
It was all very scientific, with foil being bent over the top and things.
Aye.
Yeah. When's the book coming out? Because you are writing a book about this to answer all the questions millions of people have had.
Yeah, the book has been an ongoing process. I finally found an editor, proper editor,
Cool.
to edit it and all that kind of thing. So hopefully, money permitting, it'll be the end of sometime in August, early September,
Right.
to coincide with the documentary about parking that I've been in.
Okay.
And it's also it'll be 9 years on the 12th of July. I've been living in a car. At approximately 29 minutes past 11.
Are you having a
9
party?
years. I might have a lay-by party.
A lay-by
If
party.
there's a lot of noise coming from a lay-by near Hemel Hempstead somewhere, then that'll be me.
On your own, or
I'm not organised enough to invite people, but if anybody wants to come along, it'll be the first lay-by on the northbound A34, I think it is. You're all welcome, but bring your own booze.
yeah, too right. Even though you're driving,
Oh yeah, and remember you're driving.
yeah, it's just obviously a family show. We like to keep this
Aye.
politically correct as possible. No rubbish that is. So, backseat boudoir,
It'll be called the backseat bedroom
backseat bedroom.
because I found out that a boudoir is somewhere where shenanigans go on,
Yes.
and I don't want to give away all my shenanigans.
Well, basically, you haven't got anything to talk about. That's the real truth of it.
That's the follow-up.
Well, yeah, there could be. Yeah, 50 Shades of Audi.
50 lanes. 50 lanes of Britain.
Yes, there are many stories, but some need to remain private for legal reasons. And I don't want to find out how many children I actually have. So, yeah, we'll leave that there.
I mean, where did you meet Daddy? In a car. Anyway, so musically, you've got your MIDI guitar sorted out.
We've got the MIDI guitar sorted out. We've got world exclusive. We pretty much have a full band for ZpperTongue.
Cool.
So we're going to be doing the original stuff pretty soon. Curfew, my jazz band, we're going to start shooting videos in September.
Cool.
So I'm possibly doing a new album next year.
With them, or
With them, yeah.
right?
And what else? Just gigging all over the place, playing all over the place, doing more solo gigs. And yeah, I've got Sonos Wahoo and I've fixed all my MIDI gear. So I can now pretty much do anything as long as it involves a wah kind of sound. Yes.
Okay. That's all, though.
That's all I can
You can't
do.
do something with a da.
You can use any of the vowels.
Right.
It does vowels really well.
That's not a da, though.
So you
Da
can
is
go
a D,
oi,
that's a
oi,
consonant.
oi, oi, oi.
You can't do a d or a t.
No, it doesn't do consonants yet. Although I can sample that on the synth.
Are you teaching it Scottish?
Am I? Well, we don't really do vowels in Scotland, so
That's what I was asking.
that's why. That's why I bought the pedal. The pedal does the vowels for me. So, aye. Depends on where you go. Some places have vowels in Scotland.
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh has vowels. Glasgow has irritable vowel syndrome. Talk shite all the time. So, aye.
Now, something else we were chatting about earlier. This is a review show, right?
Yeah.
So I thought we'd do something a bit different this week with Nick.
Okay.
Because Nick has been recently, not staying in his car, staying in hotels. And I won't tell you the reason why he's been staying in hotels. That's up to Nick. But he's stayed in a very interesting hotel recently, haven't you?
Aye.
With someone that had claustrophobia.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to talk about her underwear. Yeah, claustrophobia.
That would be a great name for an underwear brand. Claustrophobia. just thinking out loud. Sorry, go ahead, guys.
It'd have to be small with lots of open spaces.
Well, no open spaces. Nowhere to escape.
No open space. That's agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could have a phobia pants.
Phobia pants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
What were those? No.
Arachnophobia pants.
Is there a fear of chickens? Male ones in particular? Yeah, cochnophobia.
Clochnophobia.
Oh, gee, I'm sorry I even brought that up.
How did we get from hotels to
Yeah, I don't know.
fear of cockerels?
You mentioned her underwear. That's all I'm going to
okay.
say. So, yeah, claustrophobia in this hotel, and it was an easy hotel.
Easy hotel,
As
yeah.
in EasyJet, for those people that may know English culture. They are a very cheap airline,
Aye.
and they're a very economy airline.
And they're a very cheap economy hotel. And it was very interesting. It was like kind of staying in a shoebox with a toilet. And that wasn't their name. It's like saying a shoebox. There was literally enough room for a double bed. Just about enough space to kind of run around in a very small, tight circle and put a bag down. And then a tiny toilet with a shower attached almost to the toilet. You couldn't bend down to clean your teeth or anything. You had to literally go outside to clean your teeth. It was very small. You could have the whole place carpeted for less than a penny. It was so small.
Do they actually have carpets? I mean, it sounds like they didn't need them.
Funnily enough,
bed
no.
and covered the floor up,
No, there wasn't. It was just one of these wipe clean things.
What type of hotel was this? Sorry?
No, it was cheap.
So, for money paid, how much did you pay?
30 quid. No, £30.98 because we got a window.
That's 98p for a window.
98p for a window.
There's
It didn't
luxury for
open.
you. It didn't open?
It didn't open,
How
no.
much for one that opened?
I don't know. I don't think they had one. I think that was just the roof.
Is that in case you jumped? I need to get out of this place. No. And so, for the money you
Probably.
paid £30 a night,
Right.
compared to the room value, what would you feel as a review?
As a review, out of 10, it depends. Because if I was there on my own, it had plug. All I need is plug sockets. It's the one thing I miss about living in a car is not having electricity to plug my laptops in,
Right.
so that I can look at, so I can do work.
Yes.
Yeah, work. It's what we call it.
Well, I'm a producer and book writer and stuff. One must have electricity to do one's doobly what's it?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Dibbly what's it?
Laptop.
Laptop,
That's
yes.
the word. Yeah. Aye.
How do you... Never mind.
Aye. So, what's the question? Oh yeah. So probably about. If I was there on my own, I'd give it a 2.
Right.
But because I was there with my lovely girlfriend,
Who has claustrophobia?
who has claustrophobia, I think we'd give it a -10.
-10.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good review.
Because of the air conditioning kept coming on and going off, coming on. It sounded like a jet fighter taking off every 5 minutes.
Which in such a small box wouldn't be a safe idea.
No, it's not good at all.
There should be a whole chapter in your book about what hotels to stay at and what hotels to avoid.
Pinky wants to know, did you have to bring your own light bulbs?
Not quite. But we did use a torch,
Did you use a torch?
and we'll leave that there.
Yeah, enough said, I guess, right? I'm just sitting back here wondering, what have we gotten into? I had no idea. James, got to help out here.
Definitely normal in my head.
I'm still focusing on the claustrophobia underwear. I'm wondering where to get some.
Pinky said in the chat room they're all too tight. So, Anyway, before we go any further down into the whatever it is we were headed towards, I really think we ought to listen to some of the music we have on today's show and find out how Nick and everyone else reviews it, because, after all, that's the whole purpose of why we're here, right?
All right.
I thought we were here to talk about underwear and claustrophobia.
That's a great idea.
We should start a new broadcast just for that.
Nick's hotel reviews.
No, I'm on phobia pants. I'm going with that.
It is Nick's phobia
Such
pants,
a great
and
idea.
Nick's phobia pants, and all it is hotel reviews. The title gets them, but the topic keeps them. And by the way, just for everybody's information, I've been told by Pinky out in the chat room as well that the International Space Station is on GMT, Greenwich Mean Time.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
That's nice of them.
They're a nice bunch of guys for a couple of Russians and a couple of U.S. guys,
I'm surprised it's not kicking off up there at the moment, to be honest. But
So anyway, now that we've settled all that, we do want to listen to the music we have for today's broadcast. As I alluded to earlier, it's going to be a very good show for everybody who loves new music. I think you're going to have a good time today, and we're going to start things off, of course, with song number 1 on today's show. So here it is, everybody. This is track number 1 on today's Music Scene Investigation. Enjoy it, everyone. We'll be right back.
But the tenor may break when you follow your heart. We've gone pretty much back to the start. The equinox is over, but we're still in the dark. You seem too little and you think too much, like you'll find that substitute, something you love. Your time is up, you're the one to know. Will you take my hand or forever let go? We can live this experience or wait to die. Take the scenic route, that would be a surprise. You're the storm, right in the eye. I've been running from you all my life. We were never scared of the dark, only afraid of what left a mark. Grip your heart and let it flow, to make up your mind to truly know. I can feel you when the music gets loud. Say you're mine, know I'm proud. Show me what we could be. Live separated from identity. I don't wanna go home to the dark, but I couldn't stay up only on a spark. It's been great days for you and I. Wonder what will be revealed when it turns a clear sky. We can live this experience or wait to die. Take the scenic route, that would be a surprise. You're the storm, right in the eye. I've been running from you all my life. We were never scared of the dark, only afraid what left a mark. Grip your heart and let it flow to make up your mind to truly know. I've lost the will, it's not making us better, just like the pill. Been coming for me, well here I am. Have you something to say, or only a master plan? Truth you know bigger than what I was and all. Your perspective on the mirror's what I saw. Felt a lantern on the sun. In the light, everything is undone.
There you go. That is track number 1 on the show today. We're going to go and find out what our panelists think about it, of course. We're going to start out with James today. I'm just going to mix it up and see how it plays out. James, what do you think about track number 1?
I think they've been sampling sounds from the International Space Station. There's some really crazy sounds going on there. Not entirely sure that there was a great deal of coherence in the track. It kind of confused me a bit. It started out with that rather loud space age sound that transmogrified into some weird dance, trance, ravey type music. And then the vocals, that just blew me away, really. That was really odd. Not what I expected at all. And I think for that kind of genre, you probably want something a bit more minimal rather than an entire verse and sonnet in between your heavy beats. It didn't seem to make any sense to me, especially the way that it sounded like it had been picked from another track. It just didn't seem to tally at all. Very odd song. As for the mix, far too loud in places, levels all over the place. I just don't really see it making a whole lot of sense, really. I'd be interested to hear what the other guys have to say on this one.
All right, well, let's go over to them and find out. Over to Nick and Ian. Ian, what do you think about this track?
I think James said the word incoherence, and I think that's probably, it sums it up, really. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I like the use of the sonic palette that they've used. The sounds, there's some good samples going on, there's some nice sounds going on. There's a good level of understanding technically on mix and production here. But as for arrangement and dynamics, it's kind of sorely lacking. You know, there's a lot of these times where it sort of started that trancey sort of intro, and then it sort of went just of a breakdown. You expected that drop to come in, and it didn't. It kind of just meandered in a slightly different way. And then the kick drum came in, and it kind of lifted a little bit, and it didn't. But there was no sort of real highs or lows. It kind of just meandered through this sort of beats, which were getting very repetitive. There was a lot of repetition going on there. The vocals, okay, yeah, I kind of understand it. I kind of get what you're trying to do. But when that vocal came in, the timing of the track went out all over the place. It was like, ooh, what? Hang about, things aren't working here. And that kind of went through the whole song, really. The vocals weren't gelling with what else was going on underneath it. The timing was slightly off. The phrasing wasn't in the right places. The effects were overdone. You know, you couldn't really even make out what was being said properly. There was no hook to what was being sung or spoken, however you want to put it. And it did. It became incomprehensible. I think whoever's done this has got a good basis to work with, but they need to get their heads around arrangements, dynamics, and if they're sampling vocals or getting a vocalist in to do stuff, work with them to get them into the track rather than kind of sitting on top of it and doing their own thing. Back off some of the effects. Good start, but not there. A bit long, bit repetitive. Over to you, Nicholas.
Well, congratulations, James, for using the word transmogrified. That's the first time I've heard that for a long time.
This is why we employed him. He's got a very good grasp of the English language.
He's got one of these things that has lots of words. What's it called? Vocabulary. That's it, yeah.
Thesaurus.
One of these wee dinosaur things that knows lots of words. Aye. So interesting. The air conditioning sound at the start reminded me of a small hotel in London, which is quite bizarre. I don't know whether to be Simon Cowell on this and be completely honest from a producer's point of view, or just be nice. I'll be nice. There was timing issues with the vocal and stuff like that, and you can't really use being nice about it. If you're not a singer, don't sing. Get a singer to sing it. Don't try and cover it up with vocoder, which almost sounded like what was happening.
Yeah, I agree with that.
It sounds like, when I was a college tutor, it sounds like a sort of end-of-term project from somebody who was good at kind of the production side, but wouldn't kind of mix with the musicians very much. So there's quite a lot to learn from. It sounds like somebody needs to listen to more music, take more on board about the musical side rather than just the production side. Or I would recommend that whoever did it get in with some musicians or singers or start collaborating more, because I think they could have a lot more to offer regarding sounds and production, things like that. Production's not my cup of tea. I don't really understand the cut and paste stuff. It's not what I do. So I'm afraid I didn't understand that. But from a compositional point of view, you could hear some little hooky melodies that were potentially there. So review what you've got and try and pull the hooks out of it. But there was no ear candy. The sounds were very repetitive and very kind of stock, sort of like, what's it called, native instruments. So like kind of things I'd pull up on my guitar synth, play for like 10 minutes, get bored, and then shoot off and do something else. They're the kind of sounds that
They're very cliche for the genre.
Yeah, you morph and you make your own sound. That's what makes all these different tracks sound different. It needs a bit of heart and soul in it, basically. But it reminded me of Frank Zappa, "Stick It Out," from the Joe's Garage album. Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
The song about having sex with a Hoover.
That's weird. I was listening to that earlier today in the car.
Yeah, half of it's in German, but it's all very rude, so I'm not going to sing you any of it now, but it did remind me of the Smash Robots as well. For mask get smashed. Do you remember them?
Yes.
So, yeah, I'd say whoever it is, go and collaborate with somebody, and I think you could be onto something.
All right.
On your own,
All right, fair enough.
Nice try.
I appreciate that, gentlemen, and just to introduce everybody, track number 1 is called Equinox, and it's from Mark Ryan. Mark, we appreciate you sending that track into Music Scene Investigation. Of course, everybody knows by now that our Song of the Week selectee, which we choose at the end of the broadcast, goes on to be part of the Hit List show, which we do on the second Wednesday of every month. It's brought to you by the guys and gals over at landr.com, landr.com. It's mastering made easy. So if you have a tough time figuring out your mastering, give them a shot. Very easy to do. We got a banner right below the live window on musicsceneinvestigation.com/live. Of course, that's where anybody would put the live window, right? Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anyway, you click on that banner, you can test them out, sign up for a free account, and get all the compressed MP3 masters of your music you want, along with 2 free uncompressed WAV files just for trying them out, see if they work for you. Very cool stuff. We certainly hope you'll give them a try and tell them we sent you because, well, they'll figure it out anyway. Even if you don't, it's all good. All right, 2 more songs to take a listen to right now on the broadcast. We're going to cue up song number 2 and find out what everybody thinks about it. Here it is, everybody. This is track number 2 on today's Music Scene Investigation. Certainly hope you enjoy it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, me and old Bud ain't getting none the wiser. I've been drinking all day and my sense left this afternoon. I had some flowers in a box of candy and I thought I'd surprise her. But then I come to find that she'd found somebody new. Later on I was having a chat with my friend Jack Daniel. He said, well boy, you better leave me the keys to your pickup truck. He was asking me all kinds of questions like what I did so wrong. But you can bet that I'm gonna ask her when I sober up. But that's why I'm drinking for a living, looking for some loving, nobody telling me what to do. But when you're looking for some loving and some kissing and some hugging, you turn into a full-blown fool. I'm just trying to find some action, little sense of direction. Get a life is all you'll ever hear. But when you're drinking for a living and you're looking for some loving, chase it down with a nice cold beer. For what seems like hours on end, and going over the last few months of my life. Well, I was out with the boys playing pool, making noise almost every night, when I should have been home putting loving down on my wife. That's why I'm drinking for a living, looking for some loving, nobody telling me what to do. But when you're looking for some loving and some kissing and some hugging, you turn into a full-grown fool. You're trying to find some action, little sense of direction. Get a life is all you'll ever hear. When you're drinking for a living and you're looking for some loving, chase it down with a nice cold beer. When you're drinking for a living and you're looking for some loving, chase it down with a nice cold beer.
All right, there you go. Song number 2 on the broadcast today. We're going to toss it over to Ian and Nick and find out what their thoughts are on this song. Song number 2, over to you guys. What do you think about it?
Shall I go first or should you?
No, you go first.
Okay. This is what it is. I haven't used that term in a while, actually. You know, this is well done, typically cliched, barroom country rock. And, you know, for its genre, for what it is and what it's aiming to be, it hits every mark, really. I mean, I agree with Box of Crap in the chat room there. The drums are a little compressed. That snare's a little bit buried, and the whole drums sort of just seem a little bit set back for my liking. I think it is over compression. Now, there's some great performances on here. There's some typically cliched lyrics about Jack Daniels, which Nick and I are currently endorsing.
You mean imbibing?
Imbibing, endorsing. I can't get.
Although other available whiskies are available.
There you go. We're on the honey tonight, so
Aye.
yeah. So you got to give it mark and credits for that. I've used the Jack Daniels line in the track, so you know you can't say too much, can you really? It is well done. It is good. It is upbeat. It is one of those sort of songs that if you were drinking at a bar and it came on, it'd be like, yeah, cool. This is, you know, you listen to it without listening to it. I haven't got much more to say in that, really. Over to you. I know you've got a couple of problems with it.
Yeah, well, you found my Achilles heel within music. I hate country music. I can't stand it. I don't get it. That and rap, I don't get. I understand why I don't get rap, but I don't understand why I've got such an aversion to country. I think it's all those years I spent playing in country bands, probably. Playing the same chords over and over again. Yeah, it was country music. It was country. It had country stuff in it. It was country. The issue I had with it, to be honest, I mean, as far as the drums go, I was trying to listen to the mix and try to pick out any faults I could find with the mix, and I thought it was all right. I think in that genre of music, the drums aren't, forgive me drummers, the drummers aren't overly important in that kind of music. So for them to be compressed and really tight to the rest of the track is fine with that. It's all about the vocal and mainly all about the guitar for me. They had some guitar solos, but they were too short. So do away with all the other solos and just have a guitar solo. You can actually do away with the singing and have a guitar solo as well, because all the country stuff I like is all instrumental anyway. If I do like anything.
The piano sax was nice though.
Yeah.
Bar and piano.
Yeah, seriously though, everything I heard was a cliche. There was nothing that would make me come back to that ever. Apart from even with it being country, it was still...
I think Box of Crap sums it up really well in the chat room there when he says, another decent, forgettable country tune.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what it is. It's decent, it's well done, but it is just another typically cliche.
But they did have... They had a chorus that was about beer. So I'm really split on this one as to whether I like it. It's real...
Jack Daniels and beer, man.
And they put a guitar solo in it, which qualifies for it being a proper song, in my opinion. It's not a song unless it's got a guitar solo. So, yeah, they've really... Thank you, country people. You've messed with my head.
All right,
or it might be the Jack Daniels. We don't know.
Yeah.
And in either case, we're going to go over to James and find out what he thinks as well. James, what do you think about track number 2?
It's nice to hear the O being taken out of country from Nick there. That was quite entertaining. But I come from a sort of similar stance. In fact, more of a sort of Marmite appeal of country music. I sort of love it and hate it. I'm not entirely enamoured either way. But yeah, it's a good track, and I don't mean this in any bad way, but it is formulaic. I mean, it's got all of the sort of typical things that you need in a country song. You've got your fiddle, you've got your guitars, you've got your references to Jack Daniels and beer. What more could you ask for? But the levels are good. You can hear everything. Musically, it suits it. It's fine. Good performances. The one issue I have is with overcompression and possibly the mastering. But to be fair about that, I'd have to give it another listen. So I'm not sure if my headphones are doing my head in this evening or if I'm getting an accurate representation of what's really going on. But it's a good, solid country track.
All right. Well, I appreciate it, James. Thank you very much. And
I'm just going to say before this, I'm now going to be getting a new T-shirt in the MSI merchandise store. Nick Andrew taking the O out of country.
There you go. A new T-shirt on the way, taking the O out of country. Quote by Nick Andrew. And song number...
It was James that said that, actually.
Song number 2 is called Drinking for a Living, and that's by Paul Randy Mingo. So, Paul, we appreciate you sending that track in to Music Scene Investigation as well. One more tune to take a listen to on today's broadcast. We're going to do that right now. So here it is, everyone. This is song number 3 on today's MSI. Sit back, enjoy. We'll be right back with the reviews.
Don't be a stranger, 'cause I could put you in
There you have it. That is track number 3 on the broadcast today. We're going to throw things back over to Ian and Nick and find out what their thoughts are on this song. So, gentlemen, over to you. Let's start with Nick on this one around and find out what y'all think.
What do you think?
Cool, interesting. That kind of, the only issue I had was with that very quiet guitar at the start, and then it just kind of blasts in. That's, judging by the rest of the mix, that's probably intentional, I would say. Well, I would hope. And it's not just a mixing mistake. But it does kind of like raise your eyebrow when it all kicks in. As far as the overall song goes, I like the overall song. It's a bit kind of White Stripes stroke Wolf Mother in the kind of sense that it's a similar kind of sound to White Stripes, or it reminds me of that. But it's very familiar. You could almost say it's like kind of rock indie music by numbers. But then so are Wolf Mother and White Stripes. It's kind of riffs you think you've heard before, but you haven't heard before. So you're on very familiar territory straight away. And they've done some nice things with the use of 2 guitars. One of my pet hates is 2 guitars playing the same thing all the time. And they've actually almost deliberately got 2 guitars playing different things. My only bugbear with that is that it's always panned. One guitar's one side, one guitar's the other. There's no kind of another guitar comes centrally and tucked back in the mix. The other guitar goes stereo, that kind of thing. That's kind of a little trick that I use to kind of keep things interesting. But it's of the genre, I guess. Other than that, it's an interesting arrangement. The second verse is different to the first as far as the instruments and the playing were going. It's a bit of an interesting fill that caught me out halfway through the second verse that I missed. I don't know if it had anything to do with the words he was singing. I kind of missed what he was singing at that point. But other than that, it's got a kind of guitar solo, which does qualify as a proper song, in my opinion. Although it should have just more of a guitar solo, really, a bit more showing off. I'm available on Wednesdays and Thursdays if they want a proper guitar solo put in. Good attention to detail, I'd say, in this.
What about Thursdays is jam up?
Oh yeah. So sorry, yeah, Wednesdays. You can put me on a Wednesday. I'll put in a tasty solo for you. There's a good bit of ear candy in here, which shows that they've got a good producer or somebody that really knows what they're doing. Yeah, other than that, I can't really fault it. It's been definitely my favourite so far. Just needs a better guitar solo. Longer, maybe. 5 minutes.
Basically, take the vocals out, guitar solo over the whole track.
Yeah. Was the vocals on that?
Yeah, I'd say.
All
right,
the vocals were good as well.
Yeah, I really like this. I mean, this to me has got elements of people like the Arctic Monkeys, Oasis, Velvet Revolver. It's got a lot of good influences going on. And as Nick says, it's one of those songs that's strangely familiar. You know, and I'm surprised I haven't heard this, to be honest. I think this track would do well over here on some of the independent radio, like XFM and Absolute Music and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think this is very commercial from that point of view over here. Hoping they're a British band. They sound like a British band. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Not a lot of bad things to say. I would have liked, personally, to have heard the drums and bass leading the track a bit more. I like the mix. I like the mix. The mix worked. But I think them drums could have driven it a bit more. And I think it was a mix thing rather than a performance thing. I think the performance was pretty much bang on, pardon the pun. But, you know, just get them drums a little bit more up front. But, I mean, not a lot of bad things to say. Good hook, like the voice, like the guitar work, production-wise and sound-wise, it was all really sitting together nicely. Should be on the radio, really, in my opinion. Yep.
Winner.
All right. Over to James we go. James, what do you think about track number 3?
Short and sweet. My only reservation with this one is that it might just be a tad too short, but that's just personal preference, really. I agree with what Nick says about that introduction with the guitar sounding a little bit weird and mixed poorly at the beginning, but that really just shows the contrast between how well it's actually been mixed. There's some real good ear candy quoting again from Nick there, and it tantalised the senses. It was a good track overall. So especially around the bass frequencies, there was something going on that I couldn't quite put my finger on that sounded particularly exciting. It had some real kind of edge to it. There's a lot of dynamics going on there. Good use of space. I think maybe being a bit more creative with the guitar panning would help, and maybe just even bothering a little bit less, making it blend together a bit more. But I think this is probably as close as we're going to come to a track that's mixed fairly solidly there. So that's really good overall. And with a lyric like, forgive me if I'm quoting incorrectly, but do your thing with my ring-a-ding or ding-a-ling or whatever it was. Well, that's a great lyric in anybody's book.
Boomshakalaka. You're not going to forget that, are you?
No, I think this is going to be one that's resonant in my head for a few weeks, like the Baby Goats track, but for a completely different reason.
Baby goats, baby
All
goats,
right.
baby goats, baby goats.
I appreciate it. Thank you, James. Song number 3 is called Boomshakalaka, and it is from a group called the Bongo Club, and we appreciate the Bongo Club sending that track in to Music Scene Investigation. Now, as we always do at this point in the broadcast, we're going to ask everybody out in the audience listening to us live, or if you've caught the recording, go to musicsceneinvestigation.com/witness and let us know what you think of the music you heard this week. And we do need to ask our panel to make a Song of the Week selection right now, so I'm going to turn it over to them and let them make that selection. Gentlemen, I leave it to you.
I've got a feeling this isn't going to be too hard.
Yeah.
I think number 1 needed some work. Number 2 was kind of a bit too cliched for all of us. Despite being very well done cliche, it has to be said it was a bit too cliche for all of us. And it seems that number 3 had something about it that we all really quite liked. So I'm guessing it's going to be number 3, and my vote's going to be with number 3.
Cool. James?
I had a very strong feeling that number 2 was gonna win until I heard number 3, and even though number 2 is an excellent track and is produced well, it is just a little, well, it sounds harsh, but it is formulaic. It's not quite original enough, and I'm not knocking it. It's a very good track, but 3 definitely takes the lead in my opinion, just simply because the mix was good, it was unique. That fill in there took me by surprise, but worked. Everything was good about it in my book.
I have to say, number two's made me want to go and watch an episode of Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. It reminds me of a club in Fort Wayne, actually. A very bizarre club that I was in.
Can you tell this story live on air?
Yeah, it wasn't that one.
Right.
It's not the one with the no.
The nipple clamps.
Yeah, the egg whisks. No, it's not that one. It was a club where you went in and there was like a pub part, and they had a top 40 band playing. You went through a door and there was a jazz club. You went through another door and there was like a heavy metal band playing. Then you went through another door and there was a hay bales and all that kind of thing. There was a country band playing, and they could have been playing anything country, and it was again all very, very good. But yeah, like I said, I'm not really on the country thing. So, although I'm torn, because I mean, you got Randy in the title, you've got a song about bear, you've got guitar solos, Jack Daniels, you've got everything in there. But for me, track 3, hands down, head and shoulders above the rest. And they're kind of, it did sound like who's the guy that sang Metal Guru with the curly hair and
the T-Rex
boy? Yeah, it does sound
Mark
like
Bolan.
To
To me, he sounded more like the guy out of Stone Temple Pilots.
No, the actual riff.
Oh, the riff.
I don't listen to singers. I'm a guitarist.
Sorry.
I was listening to the guitar part. Good grief. So number 3, definitely Bongo Club. I think they might be a band to watch as well.
Yeah.
I think they sound...
Someone might want to tell them though that just bongos alone will not create that sound. They've obviously got guitarists and stuff there as well.
Aye.
All right. Well,
yeah. The name doesn't really give much away on what they sound like, does it?
no, it doesn't. It really
Like
doesn't.
it would be like going to watch the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain and them all playing synths.
Yeah. I'd go though if they're all playing synths. I hate ukuleles.
Unanimous it is. The Bongo Club, their track Boomshakalaka takes our Song of the Week selection as Ian gets an out-of-tune ukulele up and starts strumming it. But that's okay. We're all
Sorry,
about
I'm writing
music.
notes.
Sorry?
I'm writing notes on his ukulele playing.
Please, it needs more guitar solo.
Yeah. In fact, we need to lose the ukulele and just replace it with a guitar solo.
There you go. Exactly. Nick, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I certainly hope Ian is treating you well while you're over there.
He is. You can't see his hands.
Good point.
Yeah, I promise. And whose hand is it?
Looks like your finger and thumb are stuck in a position there, Ian. I don't know. All right.
Enough of that tantric meditation.
Exactly.
It's James doing it all the way from Brighton.
Oh, right. Can't see his
No.
hands either.
Thanks to James and Ian, as always. And thanks to you out in the audience as well. Please join us every Sunday live, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 p.m. GMT. We love doing this for you and certainly hope you will leave us a review on our website or on iTunes or any place you find the podcast out there as we make the recordings available that way. Until next time, everybody, we're going to play out with Boomshakalaka by the Bongo Club here on Music Scene Investigation. Thanks for being with us. We'll talk to you next time right here on MSI.
Bye.
Thank you very much.